All right. Welcome back to the Drew Pearson Show. Got a victorious Monday coming to you tonight from Henry's Tavern right here in Plano at the Shops of Legacy. And we got a full house here. We got TVs going on, a lot going on in the sports world tonight, and we got it all covered right here at Henry's Tavern as part of the Drew Pearson Show. Only thing missing right now is you. So you still got some time to get on down here and be part of all the excitement that we got going on here with the Drew Pearson Show. And we got a big show for you tonight, a great lineup as usual. We want to thank our sponsors, Dodge City of McKinney. Whoa! Woo! Albertsons Grocery, the official grocer of the Dallas Cowboys. And Best Buy. Man, they got the best TVs. You're getting ready for a big screen. Go to Best Buy because they got what you need. Also, if you're looking to get clean like me, go to Lombardo's Clothier. We want to thank them as well for their sponsorship. So we got a great show right here at Henry's Tavern. Every Monday night, the Drew Pearson Show. And we're about to kick off this edition because the Drew Pearson Show starts right about now. All right. Welcome back to the Drew Pearson Show. And you know on the Drew Pearson Show, we got you covered with sports, entertainment, food, charity events, all kinds of things happening here at the Drew Pearson Show. And once again, we're coming to you live from Henry's Tavern, right up here in Plano, all north of the Shops of Legacy. And we're having a great time. We got a full house. The only thing missing is you. So hurry on down here to the Henry's Tavern for the Drew Pearson Show. Now we're going to talk some sports. And this is pleasant because the Cowboys yesterday played a tremendous game. It wasn't great football, but it was good enough to win. The thing I like, and it continues throughout the season, is the way they are playing with the attitude, the effort, the hustle, the commitment, and that makes up for a lot of things. Don't you think, Miss Kelly?
Yeah, I mean, who on earth was expecting the Cowboys defense to hold Philly to 3 points? No one was predicting that. They were predicting a shootout. You know, the first to 30 was going to win. Instead, they held them to a field goal. Instead, the Dallas defense held them to a season low 278 yards, only 55 rushing yards.
Yes.
No one predicted what happened. And I think just to, on your point also, you know, this defense, I don't care. The Eagles stink, that's fine. But you can still score points on it. You can still run the ball. You can still pass the ball. And that defense shut them down. And I thought they were so impressive.
And they were. I mean, they did the job. And you got to go through, you got to have a program to get to the names of the guys on that defense, you know. This guy named Vega.
Jason Vega, he's from my hometown.
I didn't know he was
playing
on the
like
roster.
in Canada or something. Yeah, he's from
jumping
my hometown.
off sides, and I'm like, who is this guy? They find him in the locker room before the game. Tell us something about Jason Vega.
I was up in the box with Brad Sham. I was doing the color for the preseason against Houston, and he made like 4 or 5 incredible plays, and I'm wondering why he hadn't been in the game yet, especially the way now. Hopefully he can learn. He can learn, but that defensive line by committee is just getting it done. It's amazing. Chip Kelly's offense, I mean, in college, in the pros, has not been stopped yet.
Right.
And the fact that the Cowboys hold him to a field goal is like, to me, is incredible. Just an incredible job by the defensive backs, shutting down Deshaun Jackson. LaShawn McCoy was nowhere to be found. And, people wanted to see Michael Vick over Nick Foles. I couldn't believe that they said that. They said because he was so accurate, and Nick Foles just wasn't having it. The Cowboys just shut him down, and it was just an incredible performance. Good job for the Dallas Cowboys.
It really was, and you know they've been facing some pretty good quarterbacks up till yesterday. You know, the 2 Mannings, Stafford, Alex Smith, Phillip Rivers. You know, there's a pretty good quarterbacks in the National Football League. But they run up to a Nick Foles and they say, hey, there's no way this guy is going to beat us. They shut down Shady McCoy, and then they went after Foles. Is that what you saw too, Ms. Kelly?
Yeah, and let me ask you this. Just give me your any information you might have on George Selvey, Kyle Wilbur, Nick
let's
Hayden.
get those names
Those
right.
were a few of your starters on the defensive line. Well, George Selvey, we've been talking about him really off and on, you know, for the last few weeks. That he's done a tremendous job. And also on the other side of the ball, I don't want to forget the offense. It wasn't explosive. It wasn't amazing. And again, I just felt like Tony Romo was taking what the game was giving him.
Right.
Not too much, not too little, not too crazy, not too gunslinger. Kind of gunslinger with the safety on.
Yeah. Well, he had a nice, efficient game. And the 2 interceptions, one was a busted route. From a Philip Tanner. We'll probably won't see him in that position again. I was expecting, actually, to see his name on the waiver wire this morning. Making a mistake like that. What a way to send a message. Right. But also, then the other one was on a Hail Mary. Yep. But other than that, he had a pretty efficient game, and they made some adjustments at halftime. The biggest adjustment is that they decided to go to Dez in the second half.
Surprise. It still works. Surprise.
That's all you have to do. Go to 88. Unbelievable. The offense, they did what they had to do.
Yes.
You know, they went into Philadelphia, hostile environment, and we saw in Kansas City they didn't get it done. But they got it done in Philadelphia. You can see how this team is really starting to come together, and they got a big one with the Lions coming up because this is where they can really start pulling away and showing people that they're a formidable team.
Well, it's another road game, and, you know, Detroit is known now with Sue in their defensive tackle as a physical football team. And hopefully the Cowboys can match that level of physicality and intensity, especially up there in Detroit on the road.
Well, that's going to be another tough offense, though, that the Cowboys defense is going to face.
Absolutely, another tough quarterback.
Stafford had 357 yards, 3 touchdowns. Calvin Johnson, Megatron, 155 yards receiving 2 of those touchdowns.
Yeah.
So he's going to be
well, the
I don't know
Cowboys
who's going to have him, but it's going to be a tough assignment for sure.
Amen. Well, the Cowboys did a good job with the Eagle receivers. Riley Cooper's a pretty big guy, but Deshaun Jackson, Avant, they're pretty small guys, and we pretty much manhandled them. But this week is going to be a little different with a guy named Calvin Johnson. Speaking of receivers, man, Terrence Williams, Cole Beasley, they continue to impress. Miles Austin could be in jeopardy, his position on the team. I rank the receivers right now, Dez Bryant, Terrence Williams, and Cole Beasley, and then Miles Austin. You guys see it the same way?
Me, I think Miles Austin's still battling a pretty big hamstring injury right now. He's going to be big for the Cowboys late. This Callahan-style offense, I've been saying it all along, it rewards guys like Cole Beasley. Terrence Williams is playing incredible football for a rookie, and I think him and Romo have this sort of connection going on right now. But I think Miles Austin, give him some time. They can afford right now to let him heal up 100%. They limited his reps. They almost didn't play him in the game. Give him time to heal. Let these young guys develop, and as long as they keep playing well, they'll be fine. And Miles Austin will come up big for the Cowboys late in the season.
Yeah, that's a good point, to let them, since they can do it now, give the other guys a chance to develop and, see what happens from there. From there, the Cowboys, as you said, we've been talking to Detroit Lions. That'd be a tough game. But now the Cowboys are in first place. They're in first place by themselves. Now's the time to create some distance while they're in that position, don't you think?
Yeah, not only that, they're 3-0 in their division for the first time since 2007. Again, I don't think anybody was starting the season saying, I think Dallas is going to start 3-0 in the NFC East. They weren't even being talked about really as maybe the top team. Maybe sort of in the mix by a few people, but not really high on anyone's list. So they're 4-3. Detroit is 4-3. I do feel like it's a toss-up. I saw the early line on the game is 3 points. I feel like, it's kind of anyone's game depending on what, the defense does.
Yes.
I kind of feel like I'm trusting the offense more to do what it needs to do to get the job done. now it's sort of the defense that I feel, can they stop this guy? Can they get to Stafford? It's sort of an interesting juxtaposition from where we began, which was, do you trust Tony Romo? And,
right.
Will they run the ball? Now we don't even care if they're running the ball. Just get it done. Get a first down, run out the
we
clock.
don't even
I'm just
care.
saying. If it's not there, I'd rather see them go ahead and throw the ball, whatever they need to do to be efficient and get the win.
Well, speaking of running the ball, that's going to be an issue moving forward. And the issue grows as DeMarco Murray stays out of the lineup. Joseph Randle did a nice job, serviceable job yesterday. But hopefully that a guy like Lance Dunbar can get back there because he's kind of an offset kind of back, give him a different look. And then Philip Tanner, he's got to step up and get his plays so that we can use him in some critical situations, probably goal line, short yardage. They like to use Tanner in those situations. So running back position is still a question mark.
I agree with you. And how important do you feel that is, especially over the next few games?
Well, I think it's very important, especially against Detroit. If you let that line know you're going to throw the football, they're going to come at you relentlessly, and that might not be good for Tony Romo in our offense. But the NFC East is wide open right now. The Cowboys are in first place. I know you guys are glad, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Unbelievable.
Mark, I understand you earlier today you had an interview with the great Brandon Carr, and we're going to get to that a little later in the Drew Pearson Show. So we appreciate you guys being with us. Miss Kelly Webster and the great Marc Colombo as well. The Drew Pearson Show continues after this.
Welcome back to the Drew Pearson Show, and I'm joined by one of the stars of the Cowboys defense yesterday that held the Philadelphia Eagles to a field goal. He had 4 tackles, 2 pass breakups, an interception, and the Cowboys count on him week in and week out to shut down the opponent's best receiver, and he's done just that. I'm talking about 6-year pro. He's unbelievable, incredible at the Cowboys. He's our starting cornerback, number 39, Brandon Carr. Brandon, how we doing?
I'm doing all right. Your body always.
Yeah, give him a round of applause.
Your body always feels better after a win. So today, I'm feeling a little better than most days.
Oh, yeah, big win in Philadelphia. But before we get into that, can you talk a little bit about Carr Cares, the organization? We're here at Randy White's Barbecue. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, Carr Cares was launched last December 6th. And it's been something that I've been thinking and plotting on for the past 5-6 years. The late nights on the airplane rides from away games, just trying to figure out what can I do to make my mark on the community? What can I do to give back? I've been blessed to play this game and to have this influence. How can I use it in a positive way? And just thinking of the impact my parents had. My mom was an educator for 30+ years. My dad has always been my AAU basketball coach. So to see both sides of the fence in the educational field and in the athletic field, just the impact that they had on kids, not only in the sports or in school, but just in life in general. And that's, I figure, I always wanted to be around kids, wanted to be a pediatrician, and it's a great opportunity for me to give back into whatever community that I'm in.
Wow, unbelievable. This is great. Good organization. Yeah, a round of applause. We have to talk about that Philadelphia win. I mean, this Chip Kelly offense has been unstoppable in college. It's unstoppable in the pros. How are you guys able to hold them to just 3 points?
We prepare hard. Last week of practice was chaotic in the sense that every 10 to 15 seconds we were running a new play. We were rolling fresh receivers in, freshman linemen in to make it the atmosphere game-like. And we get to the game and it's not even as fast as practice was. So we're out there focused and mentally into the game, and that's how they get their big plays on. The chaotic atmosphere, the up-tempo causes, teams to get erratic out there, and you give up the deep ball or you miss your assignment and let McCoy get outside and get up the field on you. So we just stayed locked in for the whole 60 minutes, and it was a dogfight, but, in the end we pulled it out.
Yeah, I heard you talk with Brad Sham a few weeks ago. You talked about, this is a new style defense. It's a 4-3. We're not gonna, do incredible overnight. It's gonna take time. Do you feel like this defensive backfield is starting to gel now as a unit?
I feel like everyone is finally getting on the same page. Everyone has that chip on their shoulder, and everyone has the confidence out there. We have Wilcox, which is a rookie, and he's out there on the field, calling the plays and commanding what's going on, just like a a 6-year vet. So guys are really confident in their ability, and the coaches see that, and we feed off each other. The coaches are confident in all the plays that we call now. We've been through, we took our lumps with some of the better quarterbacks, the Mannings and the Rivers, and they kind of exposed us, but they helped us in a good way. They helped us figure out our strengths and weaknesses as a defense, and now we're in the process of getting those things better, all the while getting stronger in the things that we are good in, and hopefully, each week you want to get better. So that's the role that we're trying to take on right now to stay consistent.
Yeah, I think that was your best performance to date. I think you have in a Pro Bowl year, you have to shut down the best receivers every week. Now we have the Detroit Lions coming up this week. Or you got Matthew Stafford, incredible quarterback. And then you got a guy, number 81, Calvin Johnson, a.k.a. Megatron, and I'm sure you're going to be called on to try to shut him down again. What is your approach when you have to keep going up against these incredible receivers week after week?
This is what I play for. This is all the times in the backyard, playing with my cousin, just mimicking playing, the NFL. These are the fourth quarter drives. You're making the game-winning interception or making the play to help your team to victory. And now, my numbers are being called now. I stay patient and just try to perfect my craft for moments like this where I get to check the elite receivers and actually get a chance to see if I'm actually good enough to go up there and go toe-to-toe and compete. But this week I'm approaching the same way, to still be aggressive, confident in my ability, just go out there, have fun, and make plays.
All right. Well, I want to take you back just a little bit. 2008, fifth-round pick, Kansas City Chiefs. That team right now is on fire. What do you think about what Andy Reid has done for that organization?
I'm not surprised at all. The movement was started with my draft class. We drafted 12 rookies, and majority of us played early. We were on the field, so the experience was there, and just a matter of getting the right pieces into that system, to getting from higher up personnel all the way down to the managers, just getting the right set of guys in there. And last year, they turned a corner and turned some heads, and this year, they have a signal caller that's making all the right checks and managing the game for them, and their defense is playing lights out. So that city was just waiting for a season like this, and they're rolling right now, and best of luck to them. But maybe we'll see them again.
Ooh, I hope so. You still keep in touch with any of the guys on that team?
I talk to them pretty much every week or every other week, just to see how they're doing and kind of get some insight on some upcoming opponents.
Well, I think you guys might have a chance to play them again the way you guys are playing right now. But okay, lastly, I know you have car cares. What else are you trying to prepare for? You're a 6-year vet. You're still midway through your career. You have plenty of chances to go, plenty of opportunities to keep kicking butt in the NFL. But preparing for later on in life, is there anything else you're passionate about that you want to pursue after football?
I've thought about this many of times and went back and forth on what I want to do after I'm done, and it always comes back to being around children. It's always trying to be an influence, being a positive impact on the community, and Car Cares is a start for me and what I want to do off the field, and hopefully I can be on the other side like you one day and be interviewing a younger guy. But those are the two things that I'm really passionate about. I just like being around people, meeting people, and kind of sharing my story. So we'll see how this plays out down the road, but I've been blessed so far, and I'm just excited to see what's to come.
So how can we get in touch? Car Cares, it's Twitter, Facebook, are there?
Well, I'm on Twitter. I tweet every now and then with different events that are going on. BCar39. Instagram, I'll Instagram the photos of the different events. That's Brandon Carr 39, and CarCaresFoundation.org.
All right.
You can check us out, and we have some things in the future that are going to change the way that things are done around here, and just excited to be creative in the community.
All right. Well, thanks for joining the Drew Pearson Show. I look forward to more. Good luck this week in Detroit. That's Brandon Carr, number 39, Dallas Cowboys. Stay tuned for more right here on the Drew Pearson Show.
Hi, this is Paul Salfen from the Drew Pearson Show, and we're here at Henry's Tavern in Plano, Texas for Dodge City of McKinney, who provided us with the wonderful 2013 Dodge Dart GT. Then check out this exterior. This is the tungsten metallic. This one has the 2.4-liter Tiger Shark engine with multi-air technology and active grille shutters. There's also the 6-speed PowerTech automatic transmission. And then there's the Sports Tune Performance suspension with frequency dampening shocks for better handling. Check out the dual rear bright exhaust. Then we've got the 18-inch by 7.5-inch Hyper Black aluminum wheels. And the LED racetrack tail lamps. Now check out this interior. We've got heated Napa leather seats, black with red stitching, and leather-wrapped heated steering wheel with audio controls and paddle shifter so you never have to take your hands off the wheel. Class exclusive passenger in-seat storage. One of my favorite features is the U-Connect. It's an 8.4-inch touchscreen with the iPod control and backup camera, so you can see what's going on behind you. And then we've got the 7-inch TFT screen in the gauge cluster. And best of all, you can get all of this for less than $25,000. This is the 2013 Dodge Dart GT from Dodge City of McKinney.
Welcome back to the Drew Pearson Show. We're here at Henry's Tavern in Plano. And joining me is Mike Sexton, founder of TryDaily.com, is with us tonight as we continue to fight cancer with Komen Dallas. Mike, how we doing?
Doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. You know, tell us a little bit about what you do.
So I'm with a club called the DFW Tri Club. I'm one of the founders of that club as well. And what we've done is we've teamed up with Susan G. Komen, Dallas County, to create an endurance fundraising event like none other in the Metroplex, with the goal of, you know, fighting cancer and taking the fight to the street. You know, instead of just being aware, let's go out and fight for it now.
Now tell us about, you know, why did you want to get involved, or how did you get involved with Susan G. Komen?
So I started a club about 2 years ago, and I had a girl join my club that was a triple negative breast cancer survivor. Apparently, a pretty high mortality rate. And she didn't tell me until about 6 weeks after we'd started. And when I found out, I was surprised. And she just was so inspiring, you know, not just because she survived breast cancer, but because her whole outlook on life changed. And I really literally just said, you know what, we're getting bike jerseys made. I want to get one of the pink ribbons put on the bike jersey to see if, you know, just as a testament to you and your fight and how you know, living as a survivor. So I went to talk to Team Komen, or to Susan G. Komen, Dallas County, and they said, well, let's take it another step. Let's take the fight to the street. Let's bring it up another notch, and here's where we are. So that's how it started. That's how I got involved.
Unbelievable. And they had the race this past week.
Yeah, the Race for the Cure was this past week. It's another one of those inspirational things when you look and you see thousands of survivors go out there and their families, and they all see this whole moment where they do the Survivor March. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but they all line up at one end, and they line up based on how many years you survived. And you watch that, and you just see that it's inspiring. These people just keep fighting, and they keep the fight going, and that's just it was an amazing event.
Well, it seems like you got a really big passion for this. You know, where can the fans go to get, you know, the information on this?
So go to KomenDallas.org. Under their programs, they have it there. Or you can go to dfwtriclub.com, and under our programs, we have the Team Komen training. All the information's there. Sign up for information. We're going to have information sessions throughout the Metroplex. We have training throughout the Metroplex, professional coaches, you name it. There is no excuse for not doing this. Go out there and put your money where your mouth is.
All right, there you have it. Mike Sexton fighting cancer right here on the Drew Pearson Show. Stay tuned for more.
All right. Here we are. We're back on the Drew Pearson Show. Paul Salfen joined by Marc Colombo, who's filling in tonight for Jenn Reed, who is not feeling well. So we wish her the best and hope for a speedy recovery.
Yes, we do. Get better, Jen.
So tonight, for our entertainment segment, we have an interview with the one and only Jared Leto. I know you're familiar with him.
30 Seconds to Mars.
That's right.
Great band. Multi-talented, Jared Leto.
Exactly. Well, he's especially talented in this one because the film is Dallas Buyers Club, which is based on a man in the 1980s who was one of the first straight people to really spearhead treatment for HIV-positive people. And it's based on a true story. Really, really great story. But Jared Leto doesn't exactly play a normal man in this movie. In fact, we're going to watch the clip so you could see what he looks like and what he has to say about it. And I made the mistake of complimenting him as, well, looking like a woman.
He looked good, didn't he?
He did look good. And you know what he said? He said, "Are you hitting on me?" You'll find out right now. Let's check out the clip.
Mr. Woodruff, you You've tested positive for HIV. Have you ever used intravenous drugs? Have you ever engaged in homosexual conduct?
Homo. You say homo? You made a mistake, 'cause that ain't me.
Mr. Woodruff, we estimate you have 30 days left.
And newsflash for y'all. There ain't nothing out there can kill Ron Woodruff in 30 days. Them drugs, they just released for testing, and I know this hospital's one of the size. I need it.
It doesn't work that way, Mr. Woodruff. Where are you going?
They got good meds out of Mexico that's better than what you can get here in the States.
This is protein, totally non-toxic. And you can't buy this in the USA? Unapproved. You could be making a fortune off of it.
You look great.
Well, actually, I look amazing.
Anything to declare? Nada.
They're importing illegal drugs for sale. It's a very serious offense.
They're not illegal. They're merely unapproved.
Well, congratulations on this film. You're no stranger to big transformations, and we love seeing it, but this one was pretty extreme. How did you get into that character and lose so much weight?
I thought you were going to say you're no stranger to big transvestites.
Well, that
I said, well,
know.
who's big, honey? I thought it was pretty svelte. But, you know, this role was once in a lifetime. It was an incredible opportunity. As soon as I read the script, I thought, this is magic. I've got to do this. You know, people have asked me, were you trepidatious or, you know, worried about? I was actually the complete opposite. I thought, this is incredible. What a challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got so many great compliments about what a pretty girl you were.
I did get a few. Are you flirting with me right now?
No. Actually,
Okay.
I'm not.
Because my high heels aren't on, buddy.
I know.
You know, but I can put them on if you like. You know, I thought I could have made him a bit more convincing of a woman, to tell you the truth. I thought my jaw was too big. You know, my shoulders are a little too broad. But I did the best that I could.
Yeah. Well, and congratulations again with the band as well. We're happy to see the band just continue to grow and get bigger and better. So
I appreciate it.
What's next there?
Well, we have a brand new album out called Love, Lust, Faith, and Dreams, a brand new single out called City of Angels. We just won an MTV Award Best Rock Video about a week and a half ago, so it's been a great year so far. We're touring and touring and touring and touring and touring and touring and touring. That's
Always.
pretty much the plan, yeah. Road dogs.
Yeah, that's great. Well, the show's the Drew Pearson Show, and Drew famously caught the Hail Mary pass, and it's kind of a pop culture term, the Hail Mary. Yeah. And I think everyone has a Hail Mary moment in their life. What do you suppose that was for you?
Being born. Just being born. I don't know what my Hail Mary moment was, but maybe it's in front of me. Maybe it hasn't happened yet.
Good. Well,
maybe it's this film.
It might be.
I don't know.
Well, one of the last things I want to ask, everybody has a great moment that they'll always remember from the set. What do you suppose that was?
There are a lot of moments, but I think too many to name for this kind of part. Yeah, there was so much. Every day was another big scene or challenging moment. You know, I was completely out of my comfort zone. Yeah. And I think that was important. It's when you're dealing with creativity, I think it's instability is an essential ingredient. It's an essential ingredient. You have to be at a place where you have no idea what's going on and what you're doing. That's how you make something new. Because if you know where you're at, you've been there before, or someone else has. So I think that instability is really important.
Perfect.
All right, what do you think of that one?
Crazy.
Yeah.
He did look good, didn't he?
You know, crazy. So what's funny about that one is that, you know, he really shows his range in there. And as a bonus, I know you love 30 Seconds to Mars. They're coming back next month. They're going to play a special radio show, so we're going to have to go check it out.
Oh, I'm in.
Right.
I just saw Avenged Sevenfold. We'll go see a little 30 Seconds to Mars. Let's do it.
Yeah, anything like this, it's too much rock for one hand. All right, so that's it for this week for the entertainment segment. Dallas Buyers Club is the movie. Next week, we're going to have a part 2 on this with Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah!
Henry's Tavern in Plano, Texas. This is David Pena, the executive chef. We're about to make the original 88 burger for Drew Pearson.
Absolutely. All right, let's get started. All right, so we're going to use our nice hand-formed 8-ounce 80/20 chuck.
Nice. All right.
Put it on the grill.
Looks great.
So if you haven't heard of Henry's Tavern, there's 3 locations. First one's in Portland. This is the second one here in Plano. We have over 100 beers on tap. Definitely some great stuff. And we're all a scratch kitchen. So we take a lot of pride in what we do, and we obviously love some beer.
I'm excited.
All right. So as you can see, it's going to flame up a little bit. That's on the high fat content, but that's actually what gives it all that flavor.
Perfect. I like my burger a little bit of medium.
Medium?
So yeah.
We can definitely do medium.
My dad works in the meat packing industry, so he's
Really?
always said, Jennifer, make sure you do the medium to rare.
Absolutely.
So it's a required taste for sure.
Absolutely. You know, when I grew up eating all well done, my dad ate well done, and then as I got older and started cooking, I went for medium rare, and that's kind of where I stuck. So.
Right. It's a little more taste involved when
Yeah.
you do like medium to medium rare. So
Absolutely.
I agree.
My youngest daughter likes her burgers and steaks medium. So.
Wow, that's amazing. Most
Yeah.
kids are like, I don't like it, nothing but eat meat, a full well done.
Yeah.
So I get it.
All right, so we're starting to get that nice char around the edges. We'll give it a flip.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Beautiful little grill marks on it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our house-made burger base. This is a special secret recipe.
So you can't disclose the recipe right now? Like
I can't give you the exact recipe. We're going to throw some freshly sliced Tillamook cheddar.
Perfect.
Get it in a nice little melt. Of course, this grill is 550 degrees, so it's just going to melt nice and easy in just a couple of seconds.
I feel it.
All right. These are our house braised beer onions. We actually use St. Arnold's amber to braise the onions in.
Wow.
We're going to put it right here on a toasted brioche bun we get from Signature Bakery. There's a beautiful burger.
Amazing.
Absolutely. We're going to take some nice fresh sliced tomato. This was a special request from Mr. Pearson.
Okay, all right.
What's everybody's favorite steak topping?
A1.
A1.
Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong with that bad boy.
Beautiful lettuce.
Green
there.
leaf lettuce. We'll pull those ribs out so it's not too tough.
That's what I always pull off anyway, so we're good. I like that.
Absolutely. All right. And that is what Mr. Pearson would like.
That's perfect.
Absolutely. There's your nice double stacked original 88 burger.
Wow, it looks amazing. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Amazing, David Pena.
Thank you very much. It was
Thank
a pleasure.
you so much. Henry's Tavern, Plano, Texas.
Welcome back to the Drew Pearson Show. I'm Jim Proctor. I'm here with my good friend Paul Salfen, and we're here to invite everybody to come and listen to our news show this Saturday morning at 9 a.m. It's the Automotive News and Entertainment Show on 1190. Paul, tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing on the show.
Well, there's auto and entertainment news, so guess what? I'm doing the entertainment part, and you, sir, are the best part, the auto part. Now, what I'm going to do is bring us a bunch of interviews with some of the top stars, as I do here, and we're going to talk about, well, whatever we want to talk about. Cars, entertainment, whatever pops in our mind, right?
Fantastic. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing Bubba T. Thompson. Looking forward to seeing Joel the Gorilla. You guys are not going to want to miss Joel the Gorilla or Josh the Guru. So come see us, listen to us this Saturday morning, 9 a.m. on 1190 a.m.
And where else can people hear about this?
You can go to the aneshow.com. You can see it there. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at the A&E Show.
All right, and check it out also on iHeartRadio as a podcast. And why not come on down to the Clear Channel building and try and catch a glimpse as Joel as a gorilla.
All right, all right. As the Drew Pearson Show continues to roll on from Henry's Tavern right here in Plano to Shops of Legacy, we're having a good time. Monday Night Football's going on. The Dallas Mavericks are taking on the Houston Rockets right now on TV. So all the TVs are filled up. A lot going on. The World Series, do they start tonight? I think they do. I don't know. But anyway, we start this segment tonight, the Just Ask Drew segment of the Drew Pearson Show. And as I said on the top of the show, you get to ask your question via Facebook, Twitter, and what else, Michael?
YouTube, Google+.
YouTube, Google+. Your question for me, and I'll try to answer that question. If it's a good one, we'll mention it right here on the Drew Pearson Show. Also, Michael, we got other things lined up tonight, right?
Yes, we've got the Drew's Twitter MVP voted for by people on Twitter using the hashtag DPSMVP. And then tonight we had a three-way tie with Jason Hatcher, Sean Lee, and Brandon Carr.
Wow, that's a good one. Tough choice. Who do we pick?
Well, I guess we can just go ahead and give it to the whole defense.
Let's give it to all three of them, man. Let's all give them a steak from Henry's Tavern for the great effort they had yesterday, because you can't pick one of those guys because they all had a great effort and made a difference in the ball game. How about some questions for me? You had any good questions for me?
Well, earlier today, Ryan Smith on Twitter tweeted he just wanted to know he followed you so he can yell at you for pushing Nate Wright on the Hail Mary pass.
All right, well, get it out of your system because let me tell you, it was still a pleasure to do it. Go Cowboys.
Cedric on Twitter, Drew, any talk of a trade for Murray? I heard Murray and Austin for AP is a possibility.
Whoa, no. Now, somebody's out there really thinking, and trying to play the role of general manager. And it's not a bad thing, Remember we traded a guy named Herschel Walker to Minnesota, and what a great difference that made for the Dallas Cowboys with all the picks and players we got in that situation. But I don't think we're going to be trading DeMarco Murray anytime soon. But I would have to think about it. If you had a chance to get Adrian Peterson down here as part of this offense, I would certainly have to think about that.
Well, that leads into our final question. AKA Cowboy on Twitter asks, do you think Dallas would give up a draft pick to bring in that needed talent?
Not now. Maybe during the draft when things shake out after the season and see how these young guys pan out, see if Murray gets healthy and can stay healthy through the rest of the season. So those are things they might consider in the offseason. But for right now, I think they're pretty much going to stand pat with what they got and try to patch up what they need via injuries. And there's a ton of injuries in the NFL yesterday, so hopefully that the Cowboys can continue to avoid that serious injury bug.
Well, from what I hear, they're going to be $30 million over salary cap next year, so it's kind of a Super Bowl or bust situation summing up for the Cowboys right now.
Yeah, they are going to be about $31.5 million over, but they're going to find a way to maneuver that. They don't care about that. They restructure contracts, they cut players, and they'll find the money somewhere.
Bye-bye, Miles.
Bye-bye, Miles.
That wraps it up for the questions via social media today. Remember, tweet, Facebook, Google+, and YouTube your questions to Drew. Just at Drew Pearson Show on all the platforms.
All right, that's our social media director, Michael Nast. Good stuff this week, Michael. Appreciate it. Well, that wraps up another edition of the Drew Pearson Show. But that doesn't stop the party right here at Henry's Tavern. So come on out and join us and be part of the Drew Pearson Show after the show. And we'll see you next week right here.
The pork chops are awesome.
Amen. The original 88 burger.